What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh Unboxed and welcome back to another video. As you can see here, we got a big PSA submission reveal. We got 40 cards here. It's a mixture of basketball, baseball, well not as much baseball, but we also have Marvel as well. Some nice Marvel PMGs and some other Marvel cards also. You know, it's a submission that was done by both myself and my friend. We wanted to get a submission in before PSA shut down, and this was the result of that. A lot of, you know, common base cards here, because at the time, a lot of cards, you got to remember, this was done like around March, right at the height of that craziness of the sports card market where everything seemed to be going up. And, you know, that's, you know, just one of the fallacies of trying to grade cards for a quick flip. Because PSA was so backed up, some of these cards depreciated in value. So, you know, at the end of the day, it seems like, you know, you'll want to ask yourself, why did you get these cards graded? Why did I get these cards graded? At the time, we thought it was a good idea, or I thought it was a good idea to get some of these cards graded. You know, lesson learned. And that's something I do plan on talking about in a future video. But, you know, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and open these up and we're gonna go through the submission. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. How we're gonna do this? Turn these around like this. No. We'll just, we'll turn these around. Here we go. So this first batch of cards, these are all my cards here. Some of them were okay. Like I said, some of them were cards that maybe I shouldn't have submitted, and some were cards that seemed okay to be submitted. So we're gonna start with this pile here first. This is a 1993 Fleer Rookie Sensation Shaquille O'Neal insert card. This is one for the PC. This one ended getting PSA 9. The pop report on this card is very, very low, especially the 10. And when I bought this card online, I felt it had a really, really good shot at a 10, either a 10 or a 9. And when I looked it over, there were a couple of things that made me believe that it might have gotten a 9. Corner here, and then there's something going on with the edge here on the bottom. But I felt that 9 was a pretty fair grade on this. Next card is a 1992 Skybox USA Olympic card of Michael Jordan. This was an insert in the 1992 Skybox set. I think I talked about this in a previous video in terms of this particular set. I love this set. I think this set looks really, really nice. I pack pulled this myself and I thought it was good enough to get a 9 or a 10, and it came out as a PSA 9. Now, I'm not mad at PSA 9s. I'm actually a fan of PSA 9s, and when I see a PSA 9, I'm like, all right, great, cool, you know? This next one is the 1992 base Michael Jordan. This one got a PSA 10, which is pretty cool. Once again, that was a pack pulled by me back, I want to say like 8 years ago or so. Another one from the same set. This one got a PSA 9. And then this one got a PSA 10. So, you know, some of these cards, like I said, submitted it at the height of the explosion of almost every card on the planet Earth. So looking back on it, would I have submitted these cards? Probably not, unless I was very sure that it would get a 9 or a 10. But, you know, with those cards, that's what I did get. This one is obviously the 1997 Fleer Metal Universe Michael Jordan base card. This one was a childhood card. This is the card that I originally had back when I originally pulled it. And this one got a PSA 6. I didn't really care what the grade was going to be for this card. This was a card that I knew I wanted to get slabbed and just protected. Whether I got a 6, 5, 4, I really didn't care. This one, you know, is a special card for me just because of the fact that it is a Michael Jordan Metal Universe card from my childhood. These next two cards are Shaq Upper Deck rookie cards. This is the rookie card number 1, right? The one that says #1 draft pick. These were cards that I bought online on eBay for like roughly around $10 to $20 a piece. This one got a PSA 7. Now, this card is very, very hard to grade just because of the fact of the black border, the black background, prone to chipping, and surprisingly prone to scratches as well. So a lot of cards that you might pick up online might have some scratches onto it. Centering, you can kind of try to gauge it by, the nameplate on the bottom. Prone to corner issues, chipping, scratches, like I said. So this got a PSA 7. I think out of all the Shaq Upper Deck rookies I had, there was only one card that I felt would have graded well, 9 or hoping for a 10. And that was actually this one here. This one did get a PSA 9, which I'm pretty stoked about. I felt this was a really good one, but I submitted 3 others, which I'm not very hopeful for. I think they might get like 7s or even a 6. But that's in a different submission. This next one, this is, I believe, a 1990 Fleer All-Star Michael Jordan card. This one got a PSA 9. I was curious about this card. One thing that made me feel that it would have gotten a 9, not a 10, especially, was the centering. The centering looked a little off. Left to right. The way I kind of gauged it is with these stars. You can tell here the left star here is kind of cut out a little bit compared to the right star, not fully flushed in the center. A little off-center here, left to right there as well. And then you can kind of slightly see off-center left to right there. But still a cool card to own of a Michael Jordan Fleer All-Star from 1990. Pack pulled on that one. These next two Shaq, or actually was it 2? Yeah. These next 2 Shaq cards, I actually pack pulled myself 2 from a 1992 Fleer box many, many years ago. First card was a PSA 9. Now, I submitted 2 others of these and they both got PSA 9s. I really didn't think these would get 10s just because of the sheer fact that I felt these cards were just slightly off-centered. But I try to submit the best ones that I can, and majority of them came out as 9s, except for this one. This one got the Gem Mint 10, which is pretty cool. I really did think that this was slightly off-centered top to bottom. I didn't really think this was going to get a 10. I was hopeful for a 10, but I was more realistic up on a 9, but very happy to get the 10 on that. This next card is a 1996 Donruss Marvel Superheroes card. And this one is of Spider-Man. It got a PSA 5. Now with these cards, they're kind of like comic panels. And the characters have like, I think, a set of 10 cards each or so of different types of panels with like funny comments on there. This one did get a 5. I wasn't very hopeful on this one. I just only submitted it because, it was an older card and to kind of keep it preserved. Pretty cool there. I didn't pay much for this actually, in terms of buying it raw. You can see a lot of fraying on the edges. I don't know if you can see that on this card. Corners are very, very soft. Centering looks pretty nice though on this card, so very happy about that. Got a couple more cards here that we'll go with. The first card here in this pile is Topps Chrome Sapphire Fernando Tatis Jr. This one is the 2020, which is the Gold Rookie Cup, and that one came back as a PSA 10. Very excited about that. Now, this was a card I did buy raw on eBay. Very happy it got a 10. I did own 2 PSA 9s of these cards, but those 2 cards I've long sold. And it's cool to get a PSA 10 on it. The next card is a Optic Hollow. It's a 2018 LeBron James Optic Hollow, Silver Hollow, and it got a PSA 9. I was actually surprised this got a 9. I mean, the centering is off, left to right. But I'm not gonna argue with PSA on how they submit the grades. As you can see, it's very, very subjective, but you can tell already left to right. This is actually a really nice LeBron James card, and the PSA 9s, are at an affordable price in my opinion, below $200. If you want to own a nice LeBron James kind of refractor-like card and don't want to spend the money for a prism, I think the Optic Hollow is a nice choice on that. This next card is a pretty cool one. This is a Michael Jordan jersey card that I found at Burbank Sports Cards. I found it in a dollar bin for $6 in one of those shoe boxes. So I picked it up, got it graded, and it came back as a PSA 4. I don't really care. I think, first off, it was a great find to be able to find a Michael Jordan jersey card inside one of those dollar boxes. And for $6 at that matter. And I could tell why it got the 4. I believe there's some corner issues. There's a surface issue. There's some wrinkles, creases right here where Jordan is, and also there as well. Usually when you see a card graded this low, you can attribute it to the surface. I mean, if you look at the corners, it does look pretty sharp, but if you reflect it, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, you can see the crease right there where Jordan's head is. I think that's why they also sold it for $6. But I thought it was just cool just to add a Jordan jersey card into the PC. The next card is 1990, I think this is 1998 EX 2000 Peyton Manning rookie card. Card that I bought raw off eBay, and it came back as a PSA 7. A nice one to add to my collection. There's a refractor line that comes around down here in the foil. I believe there may be some scratches on the acetate. These cards are, any acetate card for that matter, is pretty hard to grade just because of the sheer fact that the acetate can be easily scratched. And then when you throw foil on top of it, the foil can get, creased or messed up, and along with the corners as well. So I'm not mad at the PSA 7. I didn't think it was going to grade a 10, so 7 is cool. Got 2 of these Derek Jeter Stardate cards from EX 2000, and they both came back as PSA 8s. I really honestly thought that one of them was going to be lower. I thought one of them was going to get a 7, so I'm not mad about that. 2 PSA 8s with these Jeters, probably just a very, very long-term hold on those 2 cards right there. They have gone down a lot in value within the past months or so. The next one is a Steve Nash Topps rookie. This is my second one, and this is the one that I found at Burbank, I believe, and I paid like $1 or $2 for this rookie card, and it came back as a PSA 10. So shout out to Burbank Cards for having this card in there in really good condition, and very happy that it ended up getting a PSA 10. This is my second one that I got. The other one, the first one I got, I ended up selling, and I think I got that one off of eBay for a decent price. But it goes to show, if you have a good eye on things, you can find stuff that are in great condition and just getting them graded and coming away successful. This next one is a 1996 Kobe Bryant Fleer rookie card. This one came back as a PSA 9. I'm very, very stoked about that. The thing about this card is that I submitted it previously with a minimum grade of 9. I think that was when I was doing minimum grades. Whether that's foolish of me or not, I think it was foolish of me to do that, but you can be the judge on that if you like. But it came back as minimum grade not met. I thought this card was a PSA 9 quality type of card. When it came back to me with a minimum grade, I said, no, I'm going to submit this back again. And here we go. It did get the PSA 9. I thought this card was super, super clean. I bought this card off eBay too. I inspected it very, very thoroughly, and looking at it through the pictures and everything like that, getting it back in my hands once it came to me, I felt this was worthy of a 9. Outside shot of a 10, but I felt that it deserved a high grade on that. This next card is a Kevin Garnett Skybox EXL from 1995 rookie card. I believe this is the blue parallel. This came back as a PSA 9. And then this is the base card, which came back as a PSA 10. So very stoked about that. I'll probably sell both of those. This next card is a Michael Jordan 1995 Skybox card. This is the one with the error in terms of his career total blocks. If you look here, the blocks here says he has a career total of 6,972, but that's not the case. This got a PSA 9. I pack pulled this myself too, way back in the day, along with those Skybox cards. I thought this card was in good condition, good enough to be sent for grading. I was hoping for a 10, but can't get mad at a 9. And these last 2 cards were also pack pulled by me. This is the 1995 Skybox Emotion, Michael Jordan. This one got a PSA 9. I thought this card was cool. When Jordan made his comeback in the NBA. Oh, this is 1994 Emotion, sorry. When Jordan made his comeback in the NBA, a lot of card companies in their later sets included his card in their sets. So Emotion, Series 2 Finest, Tops Embossed, those types of sets included a Michael Jordan card in there, wearing the number 45. The thing I love about the Emotion set is that it has these little sayings in terms of emotion or characteristics like Air Jordan, which is pretty cool. So this got a 9, and the other one got a PSA 10. So pretty stoked about that. These are nice cards to own. Might end up just selling the 10s, keeping the 9s, just because for the PC purposes, I'm okay with 9s. Okay with 9s on that. All right, now this is some pretty good stuff here. This is my friend's submission. So we got the PMGs in here. So we're gonna start off with the first card. This is Topps Matrix 2003. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Dwayne Wade. Very reminiscent of the 1980 Topps cards, the Magic Bird and Irving card. So we have LeBron, Anthony, and Wade. This one ended up getting a PSA 7 here. You know, it's off-centered left to right. You can tell here the border of LeBron is a lot thicker than the border here on Dwayne Wade. A little off-centered on the perforations on this side here, but still a pretty cool card to own. So nice job there. This one is Topps 2020 Randy Rosarina autograph, Topps Chrome. This one ended up getting a PSA 9. You got here 1997 Kobe Bryant Topps Finest Refractor. You can see here numbered out of 1090, 336 out of 1090. This is the uncommon version, the silver version. Ended up getting a PSA 8. Not bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I think, you know, any type of Kobe refractor, especially numbered ones, you can get them at 8, 7. You know, rare is rare, regardless of the grade. But such a beautiful card though. You know, look at that nice shine there. He also submitted a set of 1966 Donruss Marvel superhero cards. First one here is it says "Let's Go Swimming, Buddy." It's Hulk and Thing. Got a PSA 9 out of that. Very, very sweet grade right there. PSA 9. Nice corners, nice centering. Maybe top to bottom a little off, but very, very nice. I think the top left corner might have a small slight nick. Here's another one. This is What Do You Mean 50 cent extra for the gift wrapping. So this includes Spider-Man and Scorpion, PSA 9. And then this last one here is Iron Man. Do you have iron deficiency anemia? PSA 9. So very, very sweet on that. I think this card looks sweet. I mean, off-center left to right, but the color in terms of the cardboard, all white, compared to something like this, where the color is kind of off-white, and you can see the difference right here. So I think this card here is actually has much more eye appeal compared to the other one, even though they're both graded PSA 9. The eye appeal on this card too is fantastic as well. Not as white as this card, but you know, still a nice looking card. I think these 1966 Marvel superhero cards are fantastic. I mean, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the first year that they came out with Marvel cards. Now, the main event, I guess you can say, these are Marvel PMGs here. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 of them. All right. So we're gonna flip them this way. We're gonna go with it. This is a 2013 Marvel Retro Deadpool PMG Red in a PSA 7. I think I've said this before in one of my previous videos. These cards can be tough to grade. Very, very tough to grade. I mean, PMGs are very condition sensitive. With this card, left corner, right corner, a little bit of a nick on there. You can also say that too on the bottom left. There might be a little something there in terms of the surface there, but a very, very cool card. The red Looks fantastic. Matches Deadpool's colors. You can't get mad at a PSA 7. I think PSA 7 is average on these PMGs. PSA 8 is fantastic, is great. PSA 9 is fantastic, and a PSA 10, good luck. You know, so hard to get a PSA 10 on these cards, but you know, 7 is nothing to scoff at on this, not at all. Open there. Next up is a 2013 PMG red of Thanos. Right here, PSA 7. It's again numbered out of 100. You know, if you look at this card, you know, you can see why you got a PSA 7. I mean, I could see why you got a PSA 7. Wasn't really expecting too much out of it when I looked at it. When I previewed these cards, I think a 7 seemed right about right. You can tell here, top left corner, a little nicked there. You can see right there on the bottom right as well. Surface was clean though on this card. You can see that shine on there. The next card is, you know, the lowest graded one amongst all of his cards, and it's a 2013 Marvel Fleer Retro PMG Blue of Mr. Fantastic. This one ended up getting a PSA 5. You know, when I saw the grade on the pop report, or when I saw it when I was looking at the grades, I was surprised that I got a 5. But then upon closer closer inspection of the card, you can see right there on the top of Mr. Fantastic's head, it's a bit of a, I don't want to say a crease, but it seems like the card is lifted up a little bit. So I believe that detracted it from getting a 7. Because other than that, the surface looked good, the corners look good. It's just that top lip right here that ended up giving it a 5. Now, normally when I see, like I said, when you see a lower grade on a card, when you start seeing PSA 6s or 5s or 7s, a lot of times, if everything else pans out well, like corners and whatnot, and surface, or corners pan out really well, centering, edges, then it's a surface issue. And something like this on the top here can really detract from the grade. But still, a very nice card. You know, if you're buying it to put it to your PC, you know, that's great. You know, it's great. We got another 2013 Marvel Fleer Retro Doctor Strange PMG Blue in a PSA 7. Well, the blues are numbered out of 50. So first year Marvel PMGs, I believe so. The 2013 Fleer Retro sets. Here's a blue Cyclops in a PSA 7. It's again numbered out of 50. We got a blue Deadpool here, PSA 8. And then we got a Galactus, PSA 7. Love this card, love the Galactus one. And this is all 2013. And then before I show I want to save this one for last. We got Doctor Strange here, 2015 blue in a PSA 8. This one is a pretty cool photo. This one is PSA 8. Pretty cool photo on that. Once again, numbered out of 50. And the biggest one out of all of them, I mean, the Deadpools are big, but we got a PMG green Daredevil right here, numbered out of 10. And this one ended up getting a PSA 9. Really huge, big, man. This is a really nice card. Looks so sweet. 2013 first year Fleer PMG Marvel cards. So very sweet. Very happy with what he ended up getting. He's been hitting them out of the park. He's been hitting them out of the park with these PMGs. I mean, yeah, we got the PSA 5 Mr. Fantastic, you know, but looking at it again, you know, you can see why I got a 5. He did great on his 1966 Marvel superhero cards. Man, you're just hitting it out of the park, bro. And then, you know, we got our fair share of common cards, some nice cards here for the PC, and some cards to be sold. So I really hope you guys enjoyed a much longer video in terms of PSA submission reveals. than I normally do, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video later.